You're rocking with your boy, Indecent The Slapmaster. And right now, you're tuned in to the Green Scene TV. Go ahead and look them up, greenscenetv.com. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Brent Green, and welcome to another great episode of The Green Scene. Today's guest is one of the hottest rapper producers in the Bay Area. Today's guest is probably one of the most consistently relevant rapper producers out of Vallejo, with collaborations reaching far and wide, coast to coast. We're here with Indecent The Slapmaster, and he's from Team Vallejo. And so, Indecent, can you tell us how long you've been making music? Because I've checked out some of your videos on YouTube, and your videos date back pretty far.
Yeah, they go back pretty far. I've been making music since I was a baby. You know what I mean? Since I was like maybe 11 or 12 years old, started out with karaoke machines, Casio keyboards in the basement with the homies and stuff like that, making little demos here and there. We used to sell at like junior high school. That's how I used to get my lunch money, was doing that.
So I want to get right into one of the big questions that I often, and I've actually wanted to ask a lot of people from Team Vallejo is, we know how Team Vallejo works, first of all. But one of the things that's always eluded me, and I guess for the past year I've been here, I've noticed we don't have a Team Oakland, or we don't have a Team Old Smoky, or even, for that matter, a Team SF. So I want you to expound upon that for us.
There can be a Team Oakland and a Team SF. We're trying to set the example that, you can put your egos aside and your differences and come together under one common ground, and that's music and trying to get you out there, And it's hard to do because, in the music that we're in, especially in Vallejo, it's very competitive. A lot of people take pride, but it's about putting that pride to the side and everybody working together for one common goal, and that's to get to the top, Hopefully we could be an example to the other cities, We just started this, you know what I mean? And when I say we, it's not me, it's not another person over here, it's everybody in Vallejo. That's what Team Vallejo is. There's not one person who made it or anything like that. It's something that we're all repping together, and it gives us a sense of pride together, and power in numbers. That's what's bringing us together right now.
Actually, I stand corrected there. I actually heard that there is a Team Fillmore. Am I correct?
Yeah, I've seen Team Fillmore. I've seen everybody has their team. You know what I'm saying? Just ours is our city. You know what I mean? And bringing everybody together to where hopefully the old school politics don't affect today's situations and where they go in the game. You know what I mean? It's a lot of politics that mess it up and don't allow people to come together. You know what I'm saying? But if you man up and just put your differences aside and make it happen, man, it can. And that's what's happening with Vallejo right now.
Beauty pageant, diva dudes. They want attention, but they never pay their dues.
You have a mixtape out, right?
Not a mixtape, an actual full-length album, solo album.
Oh, okay.
Indecent The Slapmaster, Player of the Year. It was available July 30th, which was a couple weeks ago. So you can go on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, and get it, you know what I mean? And some of your favorite songs are on there. A lot of your favorite songs are out there. You know what I mean?
I do have some favorite songs in there, and let's talk about a couple of those songs, actually. We're going to go into my first one, my first favorite, my personal favorite is Don't Mind Me. Yeah. Let's first of all talk about the imagery just a little bit, and the lyrics. Yeah. So, yes.
Well, it startles some people, and then some people they can relate. I get good reaction on that song because a lot of people hit me up saying, "Man, I feel you. That's exactly what I be feeling sometimes," And that's what the song is about. Basically, I'm speaking my mind, You know, don't mind me. I'm just speaking out loud. You know, and you gotta watch the video to really get the concept of the whole song. The visual brings it to life. The lyrics are there, but when you see that visual though, then you're like, okay.
Well, there's actually a line in there that I wanted to talk about, or I would like for you to talk about for us today, or clarify. Is let's see, it goes beauty pageant diva dudes.
Yeah. They want attention, but they never paid their dues. You know what I mean? So that line right there is basically about the people that think that they're farther in the game than they actually are, you know, and they play the Hollywood role. And you know what a Hollywood person is like. You can't be Hollywood if you're not in Hollywood. You're up here in the Bay. Don't be Hollywood. You're just like the rest of us. You know what I mean? But that's what a diva dude is, because they put on this facade so that, you know, to make an appearance, to get attention and stuff like that. That's what Beezies do.
Keep on crying, keep on crying, keep on crying.
So in the song "Keep on Crying," you mentioned a lot of crying, a lot of tears. So I just had to ask the obvious question. Is that song directed at some of your creative peers? I mean, because it seems to come from the perspective of someone who sees the bigger picture.
I think it just came from years and years of being in the game and being everywhere and being around certain individuals that complain all the time. And instead of fixing their own situation, they're hating and they're wasting time hating on the next person. You know what I mean? So it's keep on crying. You know what I mean? Just keep crying, because as long as you cry, you're going to run that treadmill. You're going to stay right there. You're not going to go nowhere.
How does that sample go? That sample.
You put the baby in there. Crybabies, man. So that song is one of my favorites, to be real with you. And then my boy KLB, he features on that song too, you know. And, you know, me and him been in the game a long time, been doing music with each other. And we felt that song would fit today's game, because just people want the gold, but they don't want to dig for it, and they want to complain when it doesn't come to them. You know what I mean?
On your website, you're listed as a producer first, artist second. You want to explain that to us?
Well, I used to be an artist, and then I got into producing. I found out I was really dope at it. So then I ended up becoming more of a producer than an artist. You know, I've rapped. I'm on tons of albums, but more of my work you can catch as production on albums and stuff like that. You know, I just find it more. To me, it's more appealing and more fun to make the actual music. Rapping is cool, you know what I mean, but to actually sit there and go sound for sound and be able to teach myself, you know what I mean, because I've always been interested in the making of music. You know, so I always push myself to learn and stuff like that. In today's game, I think that's what's kept me relevant, is I've been able to wear all the hats, you know, because you really have to now. Like back in the old times, everybody had their position in their job, you know what I mean? As far as like making the music, executive producer, producing it, artist, you know, marketing, imagery, making sure that your videos are right. Like, you got to really do all that yourself right now, unless you want to count on somebody else, but that's going to cost you some money. You know what I mean? And a lot of us independent artists, you know, are working dime to dime, you know?
Well, all the more reason to be the real deal. So this is a viewer question. Ed Bobby Spring wants to know, are you motivated more by your doubters or your supporters?
I would have to say 50-50. If you listen to the album, there's a lot of songs about the doubters, you know what I mean? And then there's songs about the people who praise me too at the same time, you know? So I'd have to say 50-50. It's a balance, you know. Without one, you can't have the other, you know?
Well, what's the old saying that they say? You can't get to where you're going without haters.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's the saying? I think you're not relevant and you're not anybody if no one's hating on you.
So as we know, you have a far-reaching resume, working with a lot of people in the industry. The big question is what have you taken away from those encounters?
Basically, if you work really, really, really hard and don't give up on your dream, you'll be making music for people that you grew up listening to. You know, and that's for all the young producers out there. Just grind really hard It's going to take more than you just making beats in your bedroom. You're going to have to get outside. You're going to have to meet people. You're going to have to put yourself in situations that you normally wouldn't put yourself in, that you might be scared of. You know what I'm saying? But once you do it, you start to notice that you can wiggle and it's okay. You're making music, you know what I mean? And that's what it's about, you know? Just don't give up on your dream.
So now we've gotten to the art piece of the week. And this right here is a small sampling of something that we had from this past weekend. Those of you who tuned in for the live broadcast, I bear with me. I know you're seeing some of this art again.
This piece right here is from Mofo's Visuals.
So this is just, like I said, a small sampling of something. But, you know, I think what would do us all better in this situation is if we should take you to see the real deal, big stuff.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
So we're here at the big install here at Chopsticks, and it's by Crime 1810. And yes, it's what you think it is. It looks like Super Mario Brothers, and it is Super Mario Brothers. As you can see, my man took the painstaking time out to paint each and every 1 by 1 inch cube. You can purchase this art piece here at Chopsticks. You ready? For $3 grand. What do you think about that?
$3 grand's a lot of money.
So in closing, Indecent Slapmaster, you have any shout outs?
I want to give a shout out to my mom and my brother. Rest in peace to them. Shout out to Team Vallejo. And a shout out to everybody that's chasing their dreams, all my supporters, all my fans, my family. Shout out to the world, and a special shout out to all my haters.
And last but not least, let them know. Look in the camera and let them know where they can find you.
Just Google me. Go to Google, Slapmaster, or you can go to slapmaster.net. I'm a real easy guy to find.
We'd like to thank you for being here today, and we hope to see you about the Bay. So this wraps our shoot. Remember, friends, to keep it verdant, urban, and fun. This is Brent Green from the GreenSceneTV.com.
GreenSceneTV.com. That's done. Cut. Real.